Hello everybody, and finally, after months, the animation tutorials are back, right? And now last time I told you guys to give me requests for what you guys would want to see next. So I've taken a bunch of those and I've planned out a ton of episodes. So yeah, that's how we're going to be doing things now. So now one comment that I saw said that I had to explain actually how to set things up, and I thought that was a good idea. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up your workspace and just everything. As you can see, I have a custom one, but I'll show you guys how to make your own. So what you're going to want to do to start animating, so what you're going to do, you're going to press new, file new, and then this window will pop up. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, because when you're animating, you're going to want to make it full screen. Two measurements that you could do to make it full screen are 640 by 360 or 1920 by 1080. Which is the one that I use. But I suggest 640 by 360 just because it's easier, I think. Now here, let's make it 640 by 360 for the sake of this tutorial. Now, once you do this, you want to press make default. And what this will do is every time you open a new document now, it'll be this measurement. Alright, so now let's press OK. And let's load up our thing. Load up our thing. Alright, let's press show window. This will show the whole thing. Alright, now, so to begin animating an object shows, you're going to want to set up your workspace. So, here, if you go to window up here on the top, you could see that there's a ton of different windows that you can open up and put everywhere. Like here, I just opened up an info thing, so I could put that here if I wanted to. I'm not going to do that, but yeah, you can. So the ones that I use, I have tools, which is just like basic, any person needs this basically. These are all essentials, just basics. So you have the tools bar, then you need a library, you need the properties, you're going to want to have the color one, it's very helpful, and then frame picker. Now throughout this review, you're going to hear me say keyframe caddy and frame picker. They're essentially the same thing, except frame picker comes with Adobe Animate, whereas keyframe caddy you actually have to download somewhere. I don't know where you can get it, but I'm sure if you look up any tutorial on YouTube, then you'll find a way to get it. But yeah, so we're doing with Adobe Animate, so frame picker is the way to go, I think. And also you're going to have a timeline.
You got it, Steven!
Alright, so now that you set up your workspace, what you're going to want to do is get some object show assets. So what you're going to want to do is open up Chrome and just type in BFDI assets. And it's very easy. You could go right here on the BFDI wiki if you want some object show assets. Just some very basic ones. Now right here, it should be on this page. You can see right here, official vector collections of assets in Flash form are available here. So click right here and it'll take you to a new page where this has all the BFDI like FLAs and stuff, but we just want the assets. So right here, assets.zip. Alright, it's downloaded. So click on it. And it'll open up a folder that'll have assets right here. So you just drag that to your desktop or something. Anywhere where you can easily access it. So it's right here. Let's click on this and let's load it up. Alright, now it just says this because the original file was made in Adobe Flash and this is Adobe Animate, but it doesn't really matter, so just put OK. And then OK. There we go. So here we have body parts, you have just basic BFDI mouths and everything. You have all these eyes that you can use. Then you have the legs, arms, etc. So that's how you get basic object show assets. However, you might be thinking, but wait, Fusion, you're always talking about keyframe KFC arms and KFC legs. Now, the BFDI assets don't have those KFC arms and legs that I use. So I actually provided a link down below to download these keyframe caddy arms, legs, eyes, etc. And then they're gonna have mounts, but they're gonna be like basic BFDI mounts, so yeah. Also, one thing I do suggest is that always use KFC mouths when lip syncing. For lip syncing specific, it makes things a whole lot easier.
What do you know, the Muffin Man?
So now that we have our assets here, I'm going to show you how to pose a character. Now actually to make our character, I'm going to use my keyframe caddy arms and legs and all that. Alright, so right here in my object invasion assets, let's copy everything, this KFC stuff, and just paste it in here. Okay, now I'm gonna make just a simple. I'm gonna make a simple cube just for like the body. No, actually, something that you're gonna want to do when drawing on the snapping, have all of this look up. So if you want to change the snapping, double click, go to snapping, edit snapping, and you can change all this. It basically snaps everything into place and it makes it easier to draw. So yeah, that's just a little thing. Alright, there you go. This is our body.
Minecraft Cito for you.
Now let's convert this to a symbol. Let's write cube boy. Alright, so we have our body here. Now, for posing, here what you're gonna want to do is go to edit snapping, undo everything except snap bitmaps to pixels, because you don't really need to do that. Alright, so keyframe caddy stuff. Let's do this. So here we got a leg. Let's make this a little bigger like that. Alright, now copy and paste that. Boom, leg 2. Now the way our character is like facing, you're gonna want to make these legs slightly not straight, just so it looks a little cleaner. Okay, hold on. And let's put the eyes. You can move this to the bottom, and let's make the eye a little bigger like this. Copy and paste that. Switch the eye. And the last thing, let's get the mouth. Now we're gonna want to size this a little bigger because it's way too small when it's like this. Make it proportional to the face. Yeah, let's make the eyes a little smaller actually. Here. Alright, let's see how this looks. You want to take the whole face like this, and then just press shift to make it bigger without editing it. Alright, I think that looks okay for now. So, that's your character. Just little basic posing, I guess, I don't know. Now, let's take the whole thing, convert it to a symbol. Now, let's just title this Cube Idol. There you go. Alright, so now, go inside here. Right click on everything when it's selected and press distribute to layers. And then yeah, that'll give you all this. Okay, so now that you have your character, I'm gonna show you some more basic little things.
Made this house up on a mountain with
Alright,
a
so
view.
anchor points. Anchor points are these dots that appear when you click on a symbol. So you can see the dot is right here. That is the center of like the rotation and the skewing and everything. So like here, if I move the anchor point to the middle and I turn it, it'll actually turn at the center like that. And then if I put it at the bottom, it'll turn like this. So yeah, that's just the center of where the rotation starts. For arms and legs, put them at the top. That works the best because I mean, you move your arm at the shoulder, right? So it makes sense to have it there. Have it with the legs too. And then for the eyes, you don't have to, but I put my anchor points at the bottom just so I could like skew it down and up like that. For when I'm animating, I'm blinking, that helps. Now for the mouth, try and have it, you don't have to, but I have it at the top right, just so like if I'm doing an O mouth, I can make the mouth go like this a little bit beforehand, just so like just add some animation there, I guess.
I've been moving houses so the mom.
Alright, now snapping. So you heard me mention this before, but when you're animating, here, I'm gonna turn on snap. You want to turn off snapping when you're animating, and this is why. So I turn on all snapping right now, and check it out. When you move the arms, you can see it snaps a little slowly. I'll put it in slow motion just in case you guys can't see it. But yeah, so it's very it's snappy, I guess. That's all you can really say. There's less freedom in how little you can move things. Like here, the lowest you can move it is like right here, and like maybe you don't want it that much. But yeah, when you turn off snapping, then you can move everything a lot more freely. So yeah, snapping is good when you're drawing things though. So if you're drawing something, turn on snapping, and if you're animating something, then turn it off. Well, if you're animating and using tweens, at least. So now we're gonna go into frame picker. So click on here. When you click on a symbol that has, okay, so the way that keyframe caddy, limbs and eyes and all that, the way that those work is, this is a symbol, and inside this symbol there are multiple frames of eyes. So it's just multiple eyes in this. So like you can't play it normally like this, but on the outside, what you actually want to do, you want to change the looping to single frame on both of them. Actually, on everything should be single frame, unless you're doing like a really cool hand movement or something. But yeah, we're not getting into that right now. So you have single frame, then let's make some frames. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the mouth. So that way when you make a frame, you can change it, and it's not gonna look weird a little bit. So then for lip syncing, it's easiest. So here you want to put a frame here. Press F6 to make a frame. So then, now a lot of people, they drag it like this. So a lot of people drag the thing like this, this timeline thing like that. I don't do that. What I do is I look at the audio and I try and match it up as best I can, and then I go back and make edits if I need to. So I just keep pressing F6 so it keeps this selected and it keeps this there. This is where Keyframe Caddy excels because it automatically has this loaded. But yeah, this works too.
Got my helmet on my head. Figure out what.
So yeah, that is how you set up your workspace if you want to start animating. So yeah, just hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully it gave you some insight or something. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and episode 4 will not take 6 months to come out. Don't worry, I promise. Alright, that's all I want to say. See you guys later. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Alright, that's all for this video. See you guys later. Bye.
Waking up, I'm taking chances tonight.